So today is my first day off, and I am just trying to get some stuff done. Don't feel great, didn't sleep great, kept getting woke up, but that is not an excuse. We're still going to get stuff done. And then I'm going to unbox some diamond art paintings that I'm going to start working on. Yay. So getting my coffee. This is actually a kind of a bad habit that I'm weaning myself off of, is these bottled Dunkin' coffees, because I have a perfectly capable Keurig and I have creamer in the fridge, but these are just yummy and have caffeine. So I have one more in the fridge and then I'm going off of them. So I've always had the motto, you work before you play. So behind me is a list of things that I wanted to get done. And Justin came through and marked some of the stuff that he says he wants to do. So there's our list. I was going to reset the apartment, do the floors, wipe down the bathroom, get the Walmart order in, fold the laundry, and wash the bedding and clean the kitchen. Justin marked that he wants to be the one to do the kitchen, the bathroom, and the laundry, which leaves me with resetting the apartment, basically putting anything that's where it doesn't belong away, the floors, and the Walmart order. I don't know that I can leave him the kitchen though, because I walk through here a lot and it's gonna bug me. But we also have D&D tonight, so it is 3:30. My goal is to be done by around 5. Spend like an hour and a half. Actually, I'd like to get done in an hour and be done by 4:30. I didn't put it on the list, but I have a YouTube video all queued up to start editing it, and I don't think it's going to take long. I just have to actually stop and do it. So that's kind of on my list too. So if I do get done by 4:30, then I'll have a little bit of time before D&D starts at 6, and I could probably get it done. So we're going to do what we can and see how much we get done. I don't think that's going to be a problem because the Walmart order is almost completely filled out. I just have to actually order it. The floors will take a little bit longer. And resetting the apartment, it's actually not too bad. So we're going to do those things. And then we can do some fun stuff. So come along and we'll get busy. So it is 4:51. I'm done with the vacuuming. That took about an hour and 16 minutes. So now I'm going to ask the internet's opinion on what I should do with this office space. The second bedroom that we're using as an office. So this is as you walk in. So here's the living room. Double doors that close. Then panning around. This is my main workstation. Actually, I work a lot in the living room. And then we have a closet. I'm thinking about taking down these closet doors and putting them in the basement for storage and just leaving this open. It does have this handy closet that I store things for my crafts in. A few shelves right here would probably be good because we don't use this clothes rod. So maybe some more shelves. But I have this huge wall. I'm going to back out. I've got this huge wall that's blank. And I'm thinking about putting the painting that my friends and I made right there. We'll have to kind of see. And then I've got some like wall space here. But this isn't really a functioning office. It really could be, but it's just not. So some ideas on what I should do to spruce it up and make it look nice and make it more functional. Okay, so it is 5:06. I have a little less than an hour before D&D starts. So I'm gonna take 10 minutes to dust the house really quickly. Not looking for any kind of perfection. Just get it dusted, make it look a little bit better. Get it a little cleaner, and then we'll go from there. All right, we got our minion here. Let's get busy. So I'm not doing the ceiling fan because I'm not going to strip the bedding right now. When I strip the bedding, I'll clean the ceiling fan. And I know there's going to be people who say, hey, you should have done all that dusting before you vacuumed. I know. It is what it is. That occurred to me when I decided to dust. I didn't know I was going to be dusting. So what I could have done is I could have said, nope, I'm not going to dust because I've already vacuumed. Or I can just go ahead and dust and it looks nicer and I'll get that dust on the next time I vacuum. It's just not that big of a deal. Do I want to do that every time? No, I'd like to plan ahead and think, oh, hey, I probably should have done that. But you know what? It's just not a hill I'm willing to die on. It's all good. I'll get that dust the next time I vacuum. Okay, so now on to something a little more entertaining. I need to put some more air in my exercise ball, so I'm going to do that first. They said that when I got this, they said put the air in it and then 24 hours later, finish filling it because it will stretch. I never did the 24-hour later part. Oh, that is so much better. So I've been putting off doing that for weeks, and it probably only took like a minute. And the box is right there. It's not like I even have to go run for it. Anyhow, so off to the better parts here. So I found these organizers at Michael's that you can keep your drills in for your diamond painting. So I bought 2 of those because I knew I had some more coming in the mail. And this was just from the first diamond painting. But they did say that these colors are kind of like embroidery thread, that they're supposed to be universalized. Now they did say that like embroidery thread, different lots may have different, slightly different dyeing, but for the most part they're very similar. So I went ahead and labeled them. So that's the one I just finished. So let me show you that. So this is the one that I just finished. I don't know if you can appreciate just how sparkly that is. Makes me very happy. So I finished this one. This is part of my Halloween fall decorations this year. So this is the first one. There's gonna be 3 of them. So this is the second one, and I haven't opened it yet, but I'm gonna try to get close so that you can see. There's another bee on flowers. And then I got this one. It's got some more blue at the top. I don't really know how I feel about that because I did want it to be darker. Like I wanted it to have the black background like these. So I may end up sending this one back and looking for a third honeybee one with some different flowers. But when I look at this one, like the picture on Amazon, next to these other ones, it looks like it's going to be dark enough. I may make it, and then if I don't like it, I'll donate it. I haven't decided on this one yet. So this is our next project. We're going to be opening this one tonight. Well, I'm going to thrift some frames for these and then hang them like in the entryway or in the living room, along with our Halloween decorations. These don't have pictures. These are for the bathroom. I just love them. I'll put a picture up over here of what they are. But I wanted to get the honeybees done first. And I just thought they were pretty. And I'm going to thrift some frames for them too and hang them along that wall because we just have a lot of white empty wall, which I do love. I love that it's simple. But, hi, kitty cat. We are going to be here for a while, and I just have this overwhelming need to decorate my space and make it homey. Hello, kitty cat. I interrupted their nap time with the vacuuming, so it is what it is. Okay, so some other things that I have been thinking about starting on is I wanted to try my hand at beading. Like bracelets, and so I found these really cool spiders that I'm gonna make for Halloween. So they're like fancy spiders. So I wanted to try some beadwork. So I ordered a set of pliers to do that with. So we're gonna open those. See, I told you all the crafts. So let's put our diamond painting over here next to our paint by number that started. I'm telling you, I start all kinds of stuff. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, I'm with you so far. Comes in a nice black case. I'll put a link down below for this one. Bruce, honey, you can't eat the plastic. Mama doesn't need the vet bill, so quit it. Okay, a nice zipper case. Okay. Look at that. We got some stuff. Looks like we have a couple of different rounding pliers, some nippers, another couple of nippers and a crimper. And then we have this rounder with the 3 different sizes and some pliers with plastic for flattening without leaving marks, and a nice pair of tweezers with a little shovelly deal on the end. Okay, this is a nice set. But I wanted something that I buy once and I get like all the pieces so that I'm not buying them individually because it's too expensive that way. So this set has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces plus a case, so 12 pieces. And it was $40 off of Amazon. But this should have everything in it that I'm not going to need to buy anything else for beading other than the actual materials that the project will be made out of. I do have some pieces that are kind of like this that I got from Walmart, and I liked them, and that is why I decided to go ahead and get a set that had more of everything in it, because that set is getting older and they're not the best quality. I just wanted to see if it was something I would use, and it turns out that it is. So I know I'm going to get some good use out of this. So I don't mind spending the money on something that I know I'm going to get a good use out of. This is kind of a mid-level set price-wise. You can definitely go more expensive, but it wasn't the cheapest. So I imagine this is going to be good quality, and I'll put my Amazon review on it up once I've actually used it. I hate it when people are like, hey, it came quick in the mail. Okay, well, thank you for the review of the Postal Service or UPS, but that doesn't actually give me a review of the product that you clicked on and then clicked write a review for. Or it came in a nice case, but I haven't actually used it yet. You know what? Just wait 2 weeks, actually use it, and then leave a review of the product. Now, if it comes broken or something like that, absolutely. Send that off, because that's a review on Amazon themselves and the quality of the product you're buying. But just to say, haven't used it yet, but it came quick in the mail, that gives me no information on whether or not I want to buy it for myself. Okay, that's my rant, so off that soapbox. So, love this. That was a win. I have just some various beading stuff. And then I bought some resin because I got this coaster silicone mold. I wanted to try my hand at that. I'm telling you, all the crafts. This area needs to be set up for everything. With that being said, it needs to also be generic. Shelves are shelves. I don't need special shelves for something. But I like all of the crafts. Now, things that this room probably will never be used for. Sewing. I cannot keep a sewing machine running to save my life, no matter how cheap or expensive it is. It has something to do with tension. My grandma fixed it one time, asked me to not ever touch a knob, and maybe just not even touch the sewing machine in general one time when she came over to fix mine. It was awful. So it'll probably never be used for sewing. It probably will never be used for woodworking because it makes too much sawdust and splinters and things. And this is brand new carpet, and we want to keep it really nice. And so I don't want to be doing woodworking in here. Small painting projects, yes, like my paint by number or something like that. Big projects, no, again, because the carpet's brand new and we don't want paint on the carpet. I can't even see throwing a drop cloth up here. If I was gonna make a big painting, I would take it down to the basement or even outside on the patio. Things like that make a big mess that might hurt the carpet. And things that I just generally suck at, like sewing. Anything else? Absolutely. I love making Halloween and Christmas decor. It's like one of my favorite things to do. So I'm actually really excited about these spiders. But that is for another video. So these are the things that I kind of have for now. I did get a whiteboard for this room. And that's about all I have. All right, guys. Thanks for coming with me today and being part of my reset and getting the floors done and my new projects coming up. Comment down below for what you think I should do to make this room more functional. And I will see you guys on the next video.